Hi, welcome to Quested, everybody. We are an actual play podcast where a bunch of friends get together and play D&D together every week. I'm your very sleepy, very hungover DM, David Ramos, and I'm here with...
morally constipated individual, Mikey Malakowski.
and also...
I'm Cade, but when I wear this hat, people call me Deep Eddie. For the audio listeners, it's a Deep Eddie hat.
and last but not least...
Onions Bane, William Rafter, the decimator of layers.
This week we have new merch to show everybody.
Yes, we do. All right, so we got all of our merch in finally, and right here we have
Yeah, be descriptive.
Be descriptive. Oh God.
I can describe it if you want to hold it up.
Yes.
Unless you want to describe it.
No, you do it.
No, I don't want to take your spot away from you.
Dude.
This is the Warp Box tee that Will is holding up. It is a light blue. We're not going to describe this. Just watch the videos.
It's a baby blue.
It's a
We
nice
have people
baby
who
blue.
do not watch the video.
Yes, let's rapid fire through it. So we got a baby blue long sleeve shirt, the Warp Box. Nice.
Then we got the Quested logo fucking tee.
White Warp Box.
White
Warp Box. We got all different kinds of colors you can order these in.
The Black Warp Box with white font.
Ooh. Got the classic purple hoodie. Classic purple Quested hoodie. We've
Quested logo.
had this shit since S1. S1 hoodie. Still available on the market.
Shout out, fucking, which...
Shout out Craig Perno of Perno Brothers Productions.
I didn't know,
That logo,
I didn't know which
yeah.
brother made the logo.
Craig did.
Got the bean tee that I'm holding. It's a little
Ooh.
malty design thing. It's in the shape of a bean
Love it.
to reference our amazing bean bits in the beginning of the first season.
The incredible,
Classic.
long-standing bean bits.
Yeah, it's
Such long-standing.
just very plot-driven bit that we partook on. But anyway, we have this pink Technicolor Quested
lilac.
hoodie.
Lilac.
Yeah. Get it. Get that merch.
And beautiful mugs as
Yeah.
well.
Oh,
with
yes, the Technicolor
logo.
mugs.
We're sipping on that Technicolor.
True.
Beautiful.
Check out the merch in the merch
Yes.
store.
We should make a post about it on Instagram or something.
We should.
True.
Cool.
Buy our merch. Buy our merch. Buy our merch.
When we get the soundboard in, just record that.
All right. Let's hit this recap.
Just a siren going off.
All right. Last time on Quested, our cowboys found themselves in the aftermath of a devious plot set forth by the Barons. After the group reconvened, they discovered that Malik had died from the fall after Luther used his earthquake boots. Feeling responsible, Luther retrieved his body and returned to the group. After Bowie sent Eudorus to find his sister, Sadie Green, she showed up and told Bowie she became a vampire hunter in hopes that she could one day find and save him. Bowie then revealed that he turned their dad and was the reason their family died. Sadie realized the whole reason she was even on this journey to begin with, to save her brother, was caused by him. She told him to finally bear the weight of his guilt by staying alive, knowing that she would have done anything to save him, and he turns his back on her. Now our heroes have to figure out the next step in their plan in the wake of disaster.
God damn.
Sorry, I had to really layer on the fact that she was like super chill.
That she was a dope person.
She was she's very chill, genuinely. I'm a bad guy.
On the last episode, Bowie was a bad person.
Hey man, I'm just here, okay? I'm just fucking here.
So Bowie went off to brood on his own. He's currently listening to Billie Eilish.
Call me the brood mother.
Facts.
Luther is staring blankly off into the distance, and then the rest of the group is just kind of waiting to see what happens.
Trudy.
Oh boy, it's me.
It's anybody. Anybody's guess.
That it is. Oh boy.
I'm gonna go to Billy the Bloodhound. Hey there, Billy.
What's going on, Luther?
Sorry about all that. Didn't,
He puts his hand on your shoulder. He's like, that's not your fault.
well, anyhow, what you think our next move should be? Should we, because this fog's gonna hurt everybody.
We could, try to make our way across the tops of the buildings to find a safer location. Because right now that crystal wall's really freaking me out.
Yeah, we should get going. They got nasties in there.
What's going on with Bowie? Should we kind of press him to get a move on, or are we taking a brief break?
We should probably get going. I'll talk to him.
Yeah, it's probably for the best.
I just lumber off.
Billy watches you as you walk over to Bowie. The group kind of pretending like they're not paying attention, but they're all like, "Ooh, what's going on?"
At the end of the last episode, I wandered into the color.
Oh, that's right. I forgot about that. Yeah, you did wander off into the color.
Yeah. So we could say this happens after that if we wanted.
True. Are you, yeah, because we didn't really talk about, what would happen in that scenario. So
I have some ideas. I have some plans.
What are you thinking?
I want him to look different. And to be different.
Okay.
I think to him it's kind of like, I don't know, like punishment, you know what I mean? Like he's walking through like, I am reborn, you know what I mean? But he's mostly just walking in to maybe die at first. And then I don't really know what the color does.
So your intention initially is walking into the color to kill yourself, right?
Yeah.
At some point, does your like mind change?
I would say that, yeah, pretty quickly.
Yeah.
He is a selfish person with a lot of like self-preservation in him. So I think pretty quickly.
Yeah.
It starts to dawn on him. And I also would like to say that he like took Malik's sword that he lent him and has just been kind of contemplating on it, just like holding it. And I mean, he was reached out to by something that he doesn't understand and something that he wants to understand. And I think he thinks by like inducing himself to this natural danger, or like, you know, exposing himself to this natural danger, he can maybe get a better understanding on what his like mission is going forward.
Okay.
Like what his reason is to be there.
Yeah, so essentially the color is the feeling that I described whenever Luther was in it. It felt as if it was feeding on him.
Oh boy.
So you get a similar feeling to you. And it like,
I think his eyes start crying blood, and it's just coming down like a river, just like pools of like blood. They almost look like war paint, just streaking down his face. And he like slicks his hair back. His hat is now gone, and his clothes are now in like tatters, and he kind of like changes his jacket into like almost like, well, actually, he has the cloak of displacement. So I imagine it's all torn up, and he kind of wears it almost as like a shawl over, and it kind of just like drifts in tatters across his chest, and you see like the vest he had on underneath it, and like just like fucking looks very like even more Victorian and kind of Bloodborne-y, if I could associate it with anything. Has this like dark red cloak that's almost as bloody as his eyes are now. You see his eyes kind of shift, and before they were like a pale yellow, and then they would turn red when he fed, but now they're just like a colorless white all the time. He looks a bit more gaunt and monstrous after being like his ears are all like fucked up and like almost like chipped, and they're kind of perma vampire-y now. And he has Malik's sword, which was broken in half, and he has just been like contemplating on it on his knees in this color, just like praying for a sign.
So you walk out into the color. You have experienced great turmoil in these past couple hours, where the one person who is meant to be kind of like a symbol of your salvation, somebody that you tried to save to show like the human side of yourself, is now gone. And almost immediately after, the other person who acted as kind of like the person who was the only person who was in your corner from your past, the one person who was ready to save you from the pits of hell, turned their back on you after finding out the truth.
Rightfully.
Yeah, and then you yourself went through a change in the middle of all that by reaching out, praying out to something that connected with you to kind of save you in a sense from this alien color that was trying to like feed on you, and now you're sitting here far more monstrous than you've ever been, which is like
saying something.
Yeah, right. As far as I know, like that was Bowie's reason for going west, was to try to like show that he's not just a monster.
Yeah.
And now not only like does he physically represent it, but the two things that were like symbols of his humanity were breaking off from him.
And I think with that, he just lets go of the idea of faking it anymore, of pretending that he is anything else other than like a killing machine. And I think he keeps trying to find the good and find like the part of himself that is redeemable. And it's just surrounded by so much hatred for specifically the Barons, the people that are like doing this and like have just consistently like they fed on Malik and they are now using people as entertainment. And I think Tim before, he was like, I'm gonna be a better person, I'm gonna like get in with the Barons and I'm gonna try to like use them like they use everybody else and get my way out west. And now he's just like, all right, so the plan is that I'm going to fucking kill all of these people.
Yeah.
And I think then is when he takes his oath of vengeance and finally commits to avenging Malik in his name and wielding that sword in his name.
Do you want to talk about to the listeners a little bit of what that is?
Hey, everybody, how's it going? I am multi-classing now. Benevolent DM Daddy David let me fucking rewrite my class. So we're level 13 now, and I'm 7 levels of Rogue, 6 levels of Paladin. I'm keeping the wild card because that's a part of him. And he's got this cool ass deck. I'm not gonna not use it. But took the Oath of Vengeance Paladin. And yeah, I forgot to write my sheet. So if you see me, if I'm real quiet this episode, it's because I'm trying to figure that out.
Yeah, so, I mean, obviously, typically, multi-classing doesn't usually work that way, but, I mean, narratively, it just fits so perfectly.
There's some strange alien, thing that's, like, rewriting people's body chemistry, so I was like, that fits, right?
Yeah, no, it fits very well, yeah.
And, and Malik's sword is a +1 sword now because of everything that it has went through in his possession and surrounded by this color and all that stuff.
Do an insight check for me.
Yes, so...
Insight or intelligence?
My intelligence is horrible, so let's...
All right.
That's going to be really sick. That's 12.
12?
Yeah.
You Don't know how much you could glean, but you are going through changes that someone else in your party has just gone through. That you could potentially like get some information or maybe theorize some stuff.
What's his face?
Sen.
Yeah. Hawaiian shirt boy. Oh my god.
Yeah, because you were affected by you get a feeling that like I alluded towards it. You get kind of the sense that the like a similar source from where the pollution comes from reached out to you from beneath the ground.
Mm-hmm.
Because I described the celestial breath of the fog, and the mushrooms from the earth came out and like lit up underneath you. So you were affected by essentially what is the pollution, or like where the pollution comes from, whereas Sen was transformed by the color out of space. So you don't know what information you could get from him, because it doesn't seem like he was... It's not like he's a researcher on the subject, but you could potentially have a conversation with him that could get you some idea of what's going on.
Hell yeah. I think I'm going to start walking back now.
Mm-hmm. And then as you're walking back, you see Luther walking towards you.
And you see the blood is like it's just constantly going. Dude is just constantly crying. Not on purpose.
Yeah.
Involuntarily.
You all right there, Bowie?
I'm fine. I'll be fine. How are you, buddy?
I don't know. But we gotta get going.
You know, for once in my life, I feel on track. I feel like I understand what I need to do. So, although the feelings are negative, I think there's a purpose here. If you catch my drift.
Well, I'm having trouble thinking right now.
I think
my wisdom is at 1 right now.
I think he realizes who he's talking to and what you've been through, and it's like, we'll talk about this when we're out of earshot of any prying ears. But I think I know what the purpose of this group is going to be.
All right. Well, I'll stick by your side.
And then I think he like walks really close up to you, looks up at you, and is like, "We're gonna tear this whole thing down, buddy."
Yep.
And then he just walks into the building.
Luther stands there for like 15 seconds, still kind of confused. Then turns around and he comes back.
Ban. Where's Ban?
Clink, clink, clink. I'm just working on my gun.
I'm going to walk up to you and put my hand on you. And you feel like I'm just fucking freezing. Like I'm just cold. And he just bends down. He's like, "How much time we got?"
For your thing, you're almost done with it.
I'm almost done.
You have you have probably like 10, 20 more minutes before you're finished.
Very close.
You've been focusing on working on your gun, and as Bowie reaches down to you, obviously like you don't see him. I mean, we talked about this I don't know if we talked about it on the podcast, but like the way you see things is similar to just like as if you have dark vision all the time. He like reaches down and it feels unfamiliar at first, and then when you look over to him, I kind of described it as if you could see like the curse, like the energy that it forms around people, and the way that Bowie's looks now. Before it was just like he had like just like a flowing like dark energy around him, but now it has taken shape. And it looks as if, how to describe it? Almost as if, like, just long, arcing, like, ear-like, or horn-like ears are pointed back and just malicious eyes. And it's just, like, this malevolent force above him that's like, it's like in the Van Helsing movie when Dracula transforms into like the monster.
yeah.
It's like that above Bowie.
Holy shit.
That's
So it's like
cool.
his curse has taken shape around him, and it's more like defined.
Damn. Take a mental note of that. I don't know.
A knowing look.
Yeah, his presence is it's different, but it feels more sure.
Very nice.
I just keep saying I'm certain to people. I'm certain.
I am certain.
I figured a lot of shit out.
Trust me, when I was getting fucking combat strokes from the pollution, I was figuring that shit out. That gives us enough time to figure out the plan going ahead. I think we're done hiding. It's just gotten us nowhere. So it's time to win. I think we're all capable of it.
Oh, yeah.
You guys, you look ready to hurt my sister when you saw her.
I don't know if I like her that much.
Well, she's not in the wrong. And I know that now. I'm just done pretending. So, well, we're still going to pretend to the Barons that we're in the game. But I think it's time we start relying on our strengths.
I'm following you, brother.
And I'm following y'all. Let's,
Where are we going?
in circles, I suppose.
We're following Billy.
Go, Billy, go!
Go.
More metaphorically, I am following y'all. We're, I think we're a lot more capable. I mean, Luther, fucking, that was, and I think he realizes he's like, you probably don't feel great about what you did,
Yeah.
and kind of course corrects. Do we know how many people are left in our zone?
Oh yeah, so you can check the names of the people that are left. I believe, I could be wrong, the last time that you checked, there was only a few names left. Of just like random names, and then it's Nina, Oleander, Vamir Morin, the dude with the bounty on his head, Sadie, and then Rom, the Pinkerton, and then you guys, obviously.
Damn. Well, I don't know if there's sense in fighting them, but we do know somebody we could fight. Toother.
Yep.
If we're feeling squirrely enough, I mean, we got a rest in, so I think maybe we can make short work of, well, medium work of them.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm ready for a fight.
Yeah, I'm more than ready. I'm feeling hungry.
Yep, I'm ready to go.
Real quick, Sam, do you have a second?
Yeah, did you want to talk about something?
And I point to my bloody eyes. I'm like, so, do you have any 2 cents on your cool nature now? Your quite spiky demeanor.
I wasn't sure at first, but I've been thinking about it, and it seems to be very different from what the pollution is.
You're saying that they're separate?
Yeah, so out of character, I'll just explain it. The pollution, or otherwise known as the Great Hiding, is the poisonous fog that blankets the frontier. The pollution came about when the meteor first came down and destroyed the mountain blocking off the west. It began to pour out shortly after settlers started to head west, and is the primary cause of people turning gray. The color out of space is a separate entity, though similar to the pollution in nature. The color itself came from one of these meteors, whereas whatever the pollution is came from beneath the earth, so it was already there. The color's effects are largely unknown. In fact, most people are unaware of its existence entirely. Though it could be mistaken by description for the pollution, it isn't a smog. It's an unknown color on an alien spectrum. The color doesn't turn people gray. However, it does seem to have an effect on the grays, whether they are connected or it's just a coincidence that they interact with each other. They are not the same thing. So, you guys have encountered both things, obviously.
Yeah, and at the same time.
Yeah, exactly. So the pollution has is like the primary thing for what is causing the grays. The way that people have come to understand it, even though it's not like a defined understanding, it's just kind of like a collective, this is what we kind of get the vibe from, is essentially like people define their souls as colors, and the pollution sucks the color out of you, whereas this alien color, it seems to change them somehow. Sen says, I think that it's kind of added to my own soul. Like it's changed my makeup somehow. Like I had a clear, defined idea of what I was before. Like, I mean, I understood myself to some extent, but the way that I would describe how I feel now is as if it's added something to the mix.
Do you feel like, because I know how I feel, but I don't think it's the same thing that affected us, but do you feel like there's something there with you? Do you think there's like another
No,
force?
I don't feel like there's something separate from me. It feels like whatever I am, there's just more of it now, or it's just different. So it's like,
No, that makes sense.
like this might sound kind of stupid, but like if I had to define myself, it was like a green color before, and now it feels like there's different colors involved.
Interesting.
Like it's added to the painting somehow.
Do you feel more whole?
I wouldn't say more whole, I just feel different from before.
And I think he doesn't hide it, but that kind of makes him sad.
Why?
Because he just hopes to be whole. But he's like, damn,
Yeah.
we're really fucked, huh? But I think he like looks up at him and he's like, well, I hate to throw you headlong into battle, everyone. And then I think he kind of opens up to everyone, like turns the conversation to everyone after such bloodshed. But something tells me that we're just going to keep getting put in situations where that's our only option. So might as well step to the occasion. We feeling squirrely, everybody?
I think so.
Yep.
Load up bad news.
Cool fucking montage.
Yeah.
Putting a mortar shell in there.
Yeah, shoot fucking cannonballs out of this thing. You don't know.
Make the bad news blunderbuss. I feel good. What? So we going after Toother then? Who's good at tracking here?
Probably Billy.
Yeah, Billy's a pretty good tracker.
Fuck yeah. Oh yeah, he's called the Bloodhound.
Yeah. He's just standing there with his eyes squinted. I ain't called the Bloodhound for nothing.
You old dog. Let's put that to use, Show.
Eudora steps out. You know, I gave him that name.
I'm sure you did, buddy.
Oh, I did.
Who gave you the name of the hero of the West?
I don't really like to go by that, but I feel like it's just, people give you a nickname and it just starts to catch on.
Wonderful. I wonder what ours will be.
What's my nickname? Everyone.
The Bisector. And I point at you, Doris.
He like scratches the back of his head. I mean, I won't take it away from you, but I'm not partial to that one.
We called you the Blind Gunslinger for a bit, but I don't think that seems a little bit too reductive. We'll figure that out, right?
Yeah. I haven't done my cool thing yet, you know?
I think we should fight Toother and then think about nicknames.
Yeah.
That's where we'll.
After every fight, we'll reassess.
Wait, if we're calling him Toother, why don't we call you Wunther?
One third.
Because Toother? Because number 2, right?
Yeah.
Or is it because of his teeth?
Well, I think 2 comes after 1. You know.
Yeah, so like since you were the first one, we'll call you Wunther because you're number 1, right?
Well, so I feel like he's the original, so you don't want to like retroactively name him. You know
Oh
what I mean?
yeah, because then Wunther would
Where's
be
2 in the order?
Well, technically it comes after 1, but I guess in this sense, since 1 came after 2, then it would be kind of we'd be. I just scrap it. Never mind. I don't like it anymore.
I go to pat Eudorus, but I can't.
Just goes through them. Yeah.
I'm like, hey man, that's why you're here though. You're a people person and you're thinking. That's all we need you for.
I'm not thinking much.
Hey, you think to your own pace, brother. Just keep thinking about that.
Hey, when you get bisected in half, it's hard to think.
The bisector.
Oh, I'm 1/3 because I came first. Oh. Yeah, I don't. Anyone gonna have something to drink?
Yeah, I got this. I got my water scan. I don't really need it.
I just sort of like look off in the distance.
He got hit really hard.
Yeah, I don't think he's okay.
Nah, I think he's still got his strengths about him, but the wits might be a little bit prolonged.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna go up to SK.
Okay.
How you? Did we ever talk about where we're gonna bury Malik? Can't be here, right?
This does not seem like a very good place, but I also do not think that it would speed us up for us to carry his body around.
Do I get the assumption that he would end up in the Deadlands?
Typically.
Like Malik would?
Yeah.
I think...
The Deadlands is kind of,
For cursed people, right?
Yeah.
Is that it?
No, it's not that it's for cursed people. It's people with, like, unfinished business.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So maybe not. What? I'm not used to this.
It doesn't mean that he, wouldn't end up there
Yeah,
if you
could.
feel as though he has unfinished business, which, I mean...
Who knows?
He had just gotten his life back and then
Yeah.
died again.
It's fucking depressing.
Mm-hmm.
I think we...
SK is just kind of like looking over at Luther.
Oh, give me his body. I am going to cast my first paladin spell. I am going to look at I don't know if this is like property we can show on the thing.
Maybe just hold on.
I got the deck of many holographic cards, so I won't show them in case that's legally weird. But I'm going to cast Gentle Repose on his body.
Oh, nice.
So I touch a corpse or other remains. For the duration, the target is protected from decay and can't become undead. It also effectively extends the time limit on raising the target from the dead, since days spent under the influence of the spell don't count against the time limit of spells such as Raise Dead. So yeah, I place a copper piece on each of his eyes, and I just begin to like meditate on him. And what does it feel like for me? Like tapping into I never really all I casted before was guidance, and I got that because of my cards. So
the first time you access magic to this degree, especially so much of it at once, narratively speaking, but like mechanically 6 levels of it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah. It's a lot of levels.
Yeah, true. You feel because like the mushrooms came up and that's what like interacted with you when you reached out. You at first expect it to be almost like a kind of like connecting with nature. Like you feel like, oh, I'll connect with the earth beneath me. But you feel like you're connecting with like the myconids, like mushrooms and the fungal network beneath you. But it connects you to a pool of something.
Oh, I hate that. Mikey hates that. Yeah, I guess I just touch him, and you watch my bracer go from like the blood red, like fucking who's that guy? Commissioner Gordon.
I don't
Dude,
know.
never mind. You know the handsome guy, fucking Gary Oldman.
Yeah.
Like the blood red Gary Oldman armor from fucking
Oh, that shit's so
Dracula.
cool. Yeah.
And it turns completely black and almost looks like it's like fucking crawling up my body with fungus.
Ooh.
And yeah, I watch kind of this magic take hold in him, and I think I'm gonna turn to SK and have like this sick smile of like, we can do something. For once in our lives, we can do something. And I'm like scarily excited for someone who has just kept a body in stasis.
Oh shit.
You see SK gives you a look of like not shocked, but just like did not expect to see this side of you. Not judging either. I mean, he's a killer by profession, but he's just like, you've crossed into his boundary more than he thought that you were going to.
Yeah. And I think I just look at him kind of like spurned almost because he seems surprised.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm just like, might need you with Billy. I trust you to track Toother.
Who is going to, or I don't suggest taking Malik's body with us.
We'll leave him here.
Do you think that he will still be here when we come back? With the Greys running about?
I don't suppose there's another option.
I mean, there's a giant crystal wall right there with them ready to come out. I don't think this is a safest space for his body.
We'll start dumping some spoons out. Just
Do you have a bag of holding?
no, just a big old bag.
We do have Tyler. Could strap him to Tyler, and you could just carry him on your back.
It's going to slow you guys down significantly.
Fuck.
Could I carry him without it being a big difference? With my good strength.
Yeah, or could I? Because my strength's also very good. And
It's
like
just-
my athletics and shit.
You can, like, it's not going to hinder you from moving about, but, like, to watch a body and it not get damaged in the midst of you, like, traversing the landscape as a group, it's not going to be... They already talked about before you left, just being in a big group wasn't the best idea.
Don't you have a bag of holding?
Nah,
No?
I didn't pick it up.
Oh, shit. Thought someone had. Brutal. I don't know what to do with them. I'm dumb right now.
Yeah, the only option I can think of is to actually bury him, but that kind of sucks.
We could watch his body.
Like y'all would say here.
Yeah, or, I mean, move him to a safer place so that he's not in the midst of action. I can't imagine that one of us carrying him around would be the smartest idea, so 2 of us might have to split off with him.
That's why I was going to leave him. Seems we have quite the fish to fry.
It just doesn't seem very smart to carry him into battle
I agree.
if we are trying to be respectful.
Anyone familiar with this whole thing?
I didn't think we were carrying him into battle. I was just going to carry him along.
drop him when we get the chance. I don't know.
I could take him because I'm not gonna be really in anything. I have bad news again, so I'm just gonna like post up somewhere and hang out.
What do I get the idea that there is a safe place to put him? Because to me, I don't think that any of this place is safe. But that's just Mikey's mental block. I'm like,
I mean,
I haven't felt safe in a minute.
yeah, I haven't felt safe in this studio for
Yeah.
the entire season.
I mean, 2 people. One person could take him not safely and find somewhere, but they would like.
Run the risk of getting jumped, right?
Yeah, so if 2 people split off, they could reasonably find like a secluded area like towards the edge of the barrier where there's not like a bunch of action happening. You could bring him with you, but you run the risk of like his body getting damaged or losing his body in the midst of battle.
Do we just want to bury him here?
Yeah, fuck it.
Yeah.
Let's move on.
I guess while Ben is getting bad news ready, we'll just decide to bury him here.
Okay.
I'm still rocking that gentle repose, so if we do come back and want to do a little...
Yeah, true.
We can just pick him up and actually get him to a good spot to bury.
Yeah. Yeah, let's do that.
Just do like a improvised...
Start digging. I dig.
Yeah, I'll help.
You guys dig through the rubble. You bury Malik's body, cover it up.
I think it feels even worse because we know it's not like a respectful place.
Yeah, like I'm sitting here looking at it and I'm just getting very, very mad at the whole situation.
I think like my blood is literally boiling with hatred for the Baron, so I'm like sensing the overall vibe of the room, and
You're
I'm
an
just
empath.
I'm an empath, so like everyone seems really upset that we're burying our friend.
I'm an empath, so I can tell that everyone's mad about this situation.
Oh my fucking
Everyone's pissed.
You guys seem really fucking mad.
Why is everyone mad at me?
And I'm going to be like, do I get this? Maybe I'll ask everybody. Do we get the sense that we're being listened to?
Let me listen. I'm gonna make a perception check.
Okay.
Damn, pretty good. That is a 6.
Nice.
How? Oh.
I have a -5 right now.
You hear a whisper on the wind. No one's listening.
The wind said no one was listening to us.
Not to metagame. Do I get the sense that he is in the right state of mind to be like accurately deciphering?
100% not.
Okay, I was gonna say my passive wisdom is 15.
Well, you can. I mean, just based on like how like
He seems off,
Luther is a sweetheart. He is very like out of it.
My eyes blinking, like one side's blinking quicker than the other side. It's blinking diagonally.
It's the fish blink where you're just like.
Eyes operating
Yeah.
independently.
I have that lizard layer.
Yeah. Yeah.
That is some shit he would have, though, actually.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be like, we're being watched for sure, because this is a
Yeah.
game to them. Do you think that they would key in to listen as well, like scrying and such?
Kind of just safe to assume.
Then we cannot talk the way I want to. But I just give like a look, more to Ben, because I know Luther isn't gonna catch it, because he didn't catch it when I was out there.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm just like, and I think you see my curse, like, pulsate. And I'm just like, somebody's gonna pay.
They all are.
It's like we're at a store. Somebody's gonna fucking
Someone's
pay.
gonna pay for those groceries.
Get some customers. Just gritting my teeth.
I pick up my spoons again.
One by one.
after I find out we're not taking Malik.
Are you gonna put them in your bag?
Yeah.
I feel so bad you emptied all of them out just to pick them back up.
It's good to sort them out.
They got a rust spectrum.
Yeah. Yeah, it's got the bottom ones. I got ones on the bottom.
That you do, buddy.
Yeah.
So Ben, it's back in action, huh?
Back in action.
How
Ready
you
to
feeling?
go.
How you feeling about it?
So good. Ready to do some big damage.
I'm ready to see you.
Let me tell you.
I mean, push comes to shove, we hit another. Help! They're gonna kill me. And then you just fucking
We always got that to fall back on.
always.
Always.
I did say I'm done playing around, but if I need to step up,
That's a
and-
Sling Brother classic right
yeah,
there.
you can't knock the hits.
It's true. It's true. It's a classic.
And I'm gonna kind of just I feel like I've taken so much time just talking to people, so I'm really sorry. But I want to talk to you two specifically, like away from everyone, and I just want to be like, so how much of that Sadie stuff did you hear?
I heard all of it. My hearing's very good.
I thought so.
Yeah.
I heard all of it, but I think I forgot most of it.
Might be for the best, but I don't want you to forget this. What I'm going to tell you right now. I think I just described what I did.
Mm-hmm.
And like why Sadie is mad at me, because I've already described it like 7 fucking times on the show, so we don't need to go into it again. But I'm just like, I think if we see her again, and I know y'all got my back, but I don't know if you should. You understand? In that situation, I'm told you I was coming west looking for penance. I still am. And if she is the one to deliver it, let her do it. You understand? Don't get in the way.
How come?
I'm afraid, buddy, you've only seen part of me. A fake part of me I was putting on. I thought maybe there was some good in there. But I think that's gone. I wanted to be a friend of yours, and I wanted to be seen as useful and forthright. And it's all fucking exhausting, quite frankly. And I don't want y'all to have a wrong perspective of me. This is turbulent times where we need to trust each other. And you need to trust that. Up until recently, I would have sacrificed y'all in a second, if that meant I lived. That's something I gotta live with. But don't pity me, because I sure as hell didn't when y'all were hitting the pavement, dirt. Now things are a bit different. Y'all are the only friends I've ever had next to Satan. And I'm done pretending that I'm good. And I'm done pretending to y'all. So I'm gonna be honest and open going forward. But everything I did before the Deadlands, I was carefully crafted. And I'm sorry. And I'll make this shit right. But like I said, don't get in the way when she comes. You know, if you're feeling friendly, then make that the only mercy you give me. Okay? So yeah, are we feeling ready?
Yep.
Yes, sir.
Great. Now we're on the same page. Let's kill a fucking monster.
Let's kill a monster.
Hands in. Hurry up, hurry up, hurry up, hurry up.
2-2-3.
As you guys finish talking, Faustus comes up on the intercom again.
This fucking guy.
Never stops.
A player has cleared out their area and put in a request to change territories.
Fuck off. No.
Oh, wait.
He's not like, he's sated, he's done.
I'm bored over here.
Yeah, what the fuck?
Give me
Let
more
me
stuff.
switch.
Ylara will join this territory and the ritual will proceed.
Yalara?
Ylara.
Ritual?
You're Lara.
Ylara, you see Billy's face go cold.
Hey, Billy, your face is going awfully cold.
It appears our friend has rejoined us.
The glasses, man.
Yeah.
Of fucking course it's the glasses, man.
Of course.
Of course it's the glasses, man.
Oh, God.
John
is gonna be
Lennon-looking motherfucker.
For viewers at home, Ylara looks like Billy from Stranger Things.
John Lennon looking. No,
Oh,
yeah.
God.
Just has circular glasses.
Yeah. Jesus. Are we still going? Are we still same plan?
I don't feasibly know if we could take on this Ylara figure by ourselves. What you think, Billy?
I'm gonna kill that motherfucker.
Change of plans?
After what he did to Bardrum and Garrett,
Fucking,
I'm gonna put him in the dirt.
So change your plans then?
Change of plans then. We got a new monster to kill. Come on.
Billy puts his hand in.
He's like, why do you do this, guys?
Why do
It's
you
a
always
horrible
do that?
idea.
It's like putting your hand on a stovetop.
It's like the ice trick where you do the salt and then touch the ice or whatever they do in Fight Club.
Oh my God.
That was like a science class for me. I don't know.
Bill, you still got your brand on him?
I never lit it up.
Then we should know where to find him at.
I'll track him down to the ends of the earth.
Let's go get him.
How are we on time?
54 minutes.
54 minutes. All right. I think we'll call it right there.
Oh,
Just because we got a big episode ahead of us.
oh boy.
Did we level up?
From conversation.
Yeah.
I mean, hey, dude, that was a transformative conversation.
Yeah. In real life, I feel like I would have leveled up from that
You're saying
conversation.
group bonding means nothing?
Yeah, true. What kind of message am I putting forth if I say that
For real,
bonding
dude.
doesn't mean anything?
The only way you can make this up to us is if you just like give us stuff. You know what I mean? Maybe not our characters. Just give
Oh,
us-
in person, I can
Yeah.
think of a couple things I can give you guys.
Whoa.
Whoa.
guys, too anime now.
David's kissing us.
Well, guys, for our audio listeners, David is kissing us.
Mwah, mwah.
Stina, look away.
Stina, stop looking.
Turn off Spotify, Stina.
Stina, avert your ears.
Stina, muted.
No,
Apollo, keep watching.
she would be on the other side of the headphones going, kiss, 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 kiss. She's supportive.
Oh my God.
And we love that.
Fuck yeah. All right, guys. Don't forget to check out our socials. We are on YouTube at Quested Podcast. Subscribe there for our weekly episodes weekly, for video weekly episodes, for weekly video episodes weekly. Don't forget to check out our Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok at Quested Pod for all of our little reel videos and updates for shit that we got going on. Don't forget to check out that merch store also. You could check the video if you're listening early on in the podcast to see the little pieces we brought in. They're looking juicy. Highly recommend you get some.
Also, we are going to do, since the pieces came, we're going to do a little photo shoot for our people who don't want to listen or don't want to watch the YouTube, which is valid, and that is a valid point. Also, I'm sorry I talked this whole fucking episode.
I love when you talk.
I love
True.
watching you talk. Shit.
My notes love when you talk.
Don't fucking tell me that. I'm gonna keep talking.
The amount I prep loves how much you talk.
Yeah, David's mental state is like very happy with how much you talk.
The way I play video games is like I'm talking to every NPC. I'm like
Oh,
foraging through everything to get the most gold.
You gotta know.
But you gotta stop me if it gets too much.
No, I don't fucking care.
Okay.
Truly makes my life so much easier.
Mikey's fucking bug testing your campaign right now.
Yeah, for real.
What'd you think about me talking to this guy?
Yeah, mid fucking episode, you were like, "Sorry for talking so much." I was like, "No, talk more. Continue talking."
And then I didn't shut up.
Fuck yeah. We got to take shots after this episode.
Yeah, dude. Holy fuck.
Okay. All right. Bye, guys.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Bye. Bye. Bye.
Pew, 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 pew.